with the long-term ultra realism sim. As you can see, we're at the deadline and there's been some crazy moves. Starting off with the Mets, who did a little bit of a fire sell, selling Edwin Diaz back to the Mariners, where he won the reliever of the year in 2018 and then got shipped off to the Mets. He's been playing in New York ever since 2019, and this is the year 2027 where he will make a reunion with Seattle for the final stint of the final year of his contract. On the other side, it's Roddery and Andres Munoz going to the Mets. Andres Munoz, former closer, has just fallen off the map. He's got like a 6 ERA. Seattle's given up on him. And then Roddery's a decent little prospect up at AAA. Another big deal, Jeff Hoffman going to the Cubs. Not as big as last year's get that was Garrett Crochet, but Hoffman, after a horrible year last year with Toronto, entering his third and final year of his contract, is having a career season. 28 saves, 52 strikeouts, a 1.55 ERA, and then a big haul back for the Cubs with Javier Assad, Ryan Jensen, and Will Sanders to complete the deal. Some other big trades that happened around the nation because there were a lot of them. The Angels. Look who's not here. It's Mike Trout. So Trout goes to Los Angeles, or, well, stays in Los Angeles, where he will be the center fielder. I want to say center fielder. I was going to put Mookie out in center. God, Mookie's killing it. Yeah, I think Betts in center. Trout in right is the look. The Dodgers look insane. They're in second place right now behind the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers and D-backs are the two best teams in baseball, and Trout just made this squad look a lot better. He's not hitting for good average, but he's hitting for great power. He did get injured earlier in classic Mike Trout fashion, but he's still got a lot of time left on his contract, 3 years after this, and they gave up a pretty big price for him, as the Angels are getting some good things back. First guy you're getting is Brenton Doyle. Doyle got dealt by the Rockies at last deadline, but not because he was good, it's because he was bad. He's been a disaster. After showing a ton of promise and looking like the team's best player in 2024, with speed, defense, power, everything you want, it fell apart. This guy can't hit. He plays good defense still. But the Dodgers, he was just not a major league player for them. They had him in the minor leagues. They send him over to Los Angeles. And then they will also add some pitcher. I don't know where he is. But they add him as well. Thought about giving up Joel Payamps, but he comes back. And you also, you do give up your closer, Tristan Beck. He is on the move. Some other big moves across the country. Johan Duran from the Twins is gone. He is now with the Diamondbacks. Bailey Ober is with the Phillies. We made a few deals of our own. We bring in Kyle Freeland, who had an ERA in the 2s before he came over. He hasn't played very well his first 2 starts with us. But Freeland, the past 3 years, has been really nice. He's revived his career despite some injuries with Colorado, not striking out a bunch of guys, but also not giving up a lot of hits or home runs, getting really lucky, and just playing well. Yeah, we'll have that for half a year. We'll take it. Add him to the rotation with Blanco, who's now healthy again. Javier is back. Sandy is back. And then we also bring in Anthony Bender from the Marlins. We give up a piece back to Miami, but Bender's been one of the best closers in baseball this year. 2-time All-Star out of the last 3 years. He's been the closer for the Marlins all 3 seasons, and this year is his best. Sub-1 ERA, 29 saves to just 3 blown, and just 4 earned runs. Not walking anybody this year is Anthony Bender. He's going to be our setup 8th-inning guy. And then we'll have Gratterall in the 7th, and Brian King, who's been dreadful, moves into more of a specialist role. Then the one more trade we made was for Lars Nootbaar. That's right. We get Lars Nootbaar, who's had an OPS over 800 each of the 3 seasons. He got hurt year one, only played 93 games, but he's been amazing with the Cardinals. Last year, 43 doubles, 17 homers, 17 stolen bases, 859 OPS, 5.5 WAR. This year out in center field, he's been playing for them. And yeah, he's a guy who's been over 4 WAR several times. He's been on pace for a WAR above 4 per 162 pretty much every year. 29-year-old. I think this is a guy who I don't know if we're going to bring back, but he's going to help us win a World Series. We also got Esteury Ruiz back in the Bender trade because we did have to give up Jake Myers, who's on an expiring deal in the St. Louis trade. I mean, it is what it is. Myers was having a bad year. I know he's probably better defensively than Nootbaar is, but defense isn't really a problem for us. Or I say that, it kind of is. But I think sticking Lars in center where he's been for the entire season is going to be just fine. And yeah, he's going to be a beast. He has gotten injured this year, but when he's played, he's been great. And I think he's going to be a dog for us. Trying to think of some of the other players that got dealt, if there's anybody else. I know the Braves added somebody. They brought in Dedniel Nunez to the squad. And you also add Brendan Donovan. That's right. Brendan Donovan to be the shortstop. Put Ozzie Albies back at second. Put Jurickson out in left. There was a very dumb trade. The Brewers sold William Contreras and got Matt Shaw from the Red Sox. So this is back-to-back deadlines where Matt Shaw has been dealt away by his team. The young superstar just can't find a squad to stay with, as he will be here. They do bring in Andrew Vaughn. Ryan McMahon will move over to second base. Actually, maybe not. He'll stay at third. He's been great defensively there. But as a Brewer, he has not been very good. It's been a rough go of things for McMahon. He is going to stay at third. You'll have Matt Shaw move over to second. The Cardinals did kind of fire sell, giving up Donovan and, what's his name? Nootbaar. The Diamondbacks are an interesting place because they're the best team in baseball. They've got like a 680 winning percentage. They're on pace for well over 100 wins. But Corbin Carroll just got hurt, and he's out for 4 to 5 months. He's out for the season. He's not going to be part of the World Series run, not going to be part of anything else, which is very interesting because the rest of this roster is World Series worthy. And they traded well. They got Johan Duran to be the new closer. You already had Carlos Estevez in the bullpen. And then you go get Nick Castellanos to be the new guy. He comes over from the Blue Jays. Corbin Carroll's the main guy. Castellanos is kind of there as well. Either way, what does our team look like going into this next season? Where's George Springer? Who did I want to play against Friday? No, nobody. This is perfect. So the lineup will be Pena, then Lars. I'm thinking about hitting Lars. Yeah, Lars is going to hit the leadoff against what am I trying to say? Against righties. Then it'll be Smith, Paredes, Alvarez, Springer, Pena, Trammell, Altuve hitting 8th, and Yainer batting 9th. Then against lefties, I want Pena, I want Lars, I want Alvarez, Smith, Paredes, Altuve, Andujar. Yeah, these are all the right guys. I just want them hitting in the right spots in the lineup. Let's go Pena, Paredes, Smith, Alvarez, Altuve, Nootbaar, Diaz, Andujar, and Pedro, who's been bad, like awful this season. And let's just roll with it. Make sure the rotation's all good with Sandy, Christian, Shane, Hunter, and Kyle. Now Blanco's here. King. Yeah, this is fine. We did also give up Miguel Castro in one of those trades, which I am completely fine with. We also went on a 7-game losing streak. At some point, we were horrible. We were putridly bad in July. Here, who just got hurt? Paredes? Oh, this is Barry Ruiz, or maybe Ruiz or Schmidt. It's called Ruiz. I believe in him to get the job done. I also love him as a defensive substitution, pinch runner kind of guy. All right. What are we going to do here against righties? Who plays? Andujar? Yeah, I think Miguel Andujar is going to be the second baseman for now. Or maybe Altuve will have to be, because Andujar can't play second base. Just for a short amount of time, this will have to be the look. Who plays against lefties? Ruiz, right? Yeah, 94 clutch. That's genuinely perfect. He will go to the outfield, have Cam Smith play third, Pedro at short. Pedro can't play second. That's infuriating. I'll make him play second. He'll get it done. Ruiz out in center. No. Ruiz in right, Lars in center. And then lineup-wise, kind of like the idea of Ruiz hitting leadoff. Yeah, let's do Asterio Ruiz, Jeremy Pena, Cam Smith, Jordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, Lars Nootbaar, Yainer Diaz, Miguel Andujar, and Pedro Leon. Well, Seawold is out for just a few days. Sandy's out for 1 to 2 months. That's not good. It does mean we're going to call Spencer Arrighetti right back because I was sad to send him down. France has been a 1 ERA, bro. Like I have to call up Arrighetti, but France has been killing it. I did want to trade away more of those like fringe starter guys. I just couldn't find a good deal that was worth it. Blanco's going to go back in the rotation. Freeland's been hot. Javier has been like a Cy Young when he's played. Bieber's been getting hot, and then Brown has been the Cy Young. No ifs, ands, or buts there. Springer's stone cold. Hate to see it. Carl Edwards Jr. is out for 2 to 3 months. Josh Hader is out. Isaac Paredes is back. Austin Deming. Okay, we do need to call up some relievers. We'll send down Asterio Ruiz. Okay, can't send. Can Pedro go down? Right now, Asterio Ruiz is essentially just a better Pedro. Nazim Nunez can stay up. We'll call up some pitchers. Ferrer is going to be one of those guys to come back up. And then we'll do France as well, maybe. Yeah, Wisniewski's getting rocked down there. We'll do France. France is going to come up. let Bender close things. King is a 6.65 ERA. Jesus. Oh my God, he's actually horrible. He was absolutely lights out for us. This year, 8 blown saves. I don't even know why he has 8 save opportunities, to be honest with you. I think Ferrer's been so awful too. Oh my God. Seawold. Seawold's the other setup because he's been a beast. Then the long reliever is France. And we'll do this. Bender's the closer. Bit by the injury bug here. Sandy's gone. Let me make sure my lineup looks right. Nazim Nunez is here. This should be Miguel Andujar. Throw him at second base because why not? So bad. Oh my God. Yeah, I have to throw Andujar at second base these games. Or wait a minute. Paredes. Yeah, no, this is perfect. This is genuinely perfect. Springer. Come back in the lineup. Climb the ladder. Hit fifth. Yeah, Springer has how many home runs? He still has 8 stolen bases. Why are we sending him to steal that much? He's gotten caught 7 times, 307 home runs, 611 hits. This is very well could be a farewell tour for him. Against righties, this is fine. Against lefties, that's fine as well. I think we're just going to roll here. Hader is back. That's huge. Who goes down in this case? France. Yep, France is going down. Pitching rotation. Bender comes over for Arrighetti. Okay, team's starting to get together. King is still horrible. Ferrera's been better. What's up, bro? Bender is such a dog. I'm glad we traded for him. What's up, Hollywood? Hader already has 30 saves, even though he got hurt. This is what? Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row. 300 at age 32. This guy's a Hall of Famer. 3-time reliever of the year award win. This guy's a Hall of Famer right here. Okay, we're going to keep on rolling. Arrighetti's back. He was just day-to-day, though. All right, time to call up one player from each position. One pitcher, one hitter. Pitching, I think it's got to be J.P. France. Maybe Caleb Ort. Does Ort run with the ones? Yeah, he deserves it. We'll let Ort run with the ones for the rest of the year, hopefully. Langoliers is hot. That's interesting. Diner's been awful this season. I have no interest in bringing him back whatsoever because he's just genuinely been dog shit this series. To bring up, okay, who do you want to bring up? Do you want to bring up Davison De Los Santos, Dustin Cruz, winning Davison right now. Schmidt has been horrible at AAA. I want to reward this guy so bad because he's good against lefties, but he's been awful down there. Fluff, not a guy I'm looking to call up. Vaughn Grissom is kind of the favorite right now. Jacob Melton's been bad down there. Pache, he's good defensively, but I want to call it. Oh, Pedro. Pedro is going to come back up. And this is your lineup. Altuve is so awful. Like, I love the guy, but he's been legitimately dreadful this year. Okay, we can't stop winning. We're on a crazy win streak. Sandy's back. Kyle Freeland's been such a beast. He's going to get a big-time ratings boost with how good he's been lately. Arrighetti is also going to get a boost because, my goodness, he's been good. Who goes down? Everyone's pitching well. Ort, I guess. Ferrer is still getting rocked. But I want him up still. Send him down until Ort gets like some time. I'll give Ort like till the end of the week. Cam Smith is injured. Well, that's not ideal. Let's call up Davison De Los Santos. Let him run with the ones. Because I know he's like sufficient against righties. Yeah, I'm gonna let Miguel Andujar be the third baseman here. Do Springer in the 2-hole. Or Springer in the 3-hole. Andujar will bat 9th. And against lefties, I want De Los Santos or Pedro. What position do I need? Third base. I want to get Davison De Los Santos sometime in the. What am I trying to say? Good job. Ruiz. Oh, Ruiz is bad, but he steals bases, man. He steals bases so well. Newt Barr is 5th. Altuve 6th. Yainer 7th. Andujar 8th. De Los Santos 9th. Until further notice. We can't stop winning games. Oh my goodness. It's been an incredible post-deadline. Shane Bieber went out with an injury. I think that means Jose Ferrer. Oh no, we'll check on Ort. Still hasn't pitched. Why hasn't Bro pitched? Call Ferrer back up. No, don't call him back up. Call France back up. Okay. Let's do Blanco or Arrighetti. Both very deserving. Blanco. Blanco's going to get his time back in the rotation. Freeland has been great for us. He's been so good since coming over. 4-win player at 33. This guy he's back. This is 2018 Kyle Freeland. I said in the last episode, what y'all know about 2018 Kyle Freeland? Well, now you're witnessing him. He's back. 9 years later. He's a beast again somehow. JP France is going to be a long reliever, joining Spencer Arrighetti in that role, with King, Finnegan, Ort, and Sewald in the middle, Brusdar and Bender in the setup roles. Bender is a god. He's legitimately insane. And then Hader holding down the closing opportunities. 86 and 70. Isaac Paredes dislocated his ankle, out for 6 months. That is awful to hear. His season is over, and boy, was it his best ever. 34 bombs, career high. 278 average, 511 slugging, 850 OPS, all career highs. 4.5 WAR was a career high. Coming off of a Gold Glove season, this year he played all over the field. Played third, played second, played first. Now he's out for 6+ months. Season over. Just disappointing. He finally put it all together, and now he's out for the year. Miguel Andujar has been legitimately a dreadful player for us. I think, who comes up in this situation? Is it Casey Schmidt? Is it Vaughn Grissom? I think Vaughn Grissom. Yeah, Vaughn Grissom needs to be rewarded. He'll run with the ones here at the end of the season. Who's going to play against the right side? De Los Santos has fit the bill of a starting caliber player. Jay Langoliers, I'd love to get in the lineup, but I just can't with the positional workaround. It's 42 clutch, 62 clutch, 55, 65, 94 for Esteury Ruiz. How's he been? He's been bad, though. I mean, I hate to keep running Pedro and Andujar out there every day because they're both just so awful. So I'm gonna put Vaughn Vaughn is an everyday player. So it's going to be Newt, Pena, Springer, Alvarez, Trammell, Altuve, Yiner, Andujar, and Vaughn Grissom. And then against lefties, it's Ruiz, Pena. Yeah, it's Ruiz, Nootbaar, Pena, Alvarez, Altuve, Diaz. Is this a realistic rebuild? Yes, sir, it sure is. Um, or I guess I wouldn't say that. This is like a long-term sim. I'm in control of Houston just because they're favorite team. They're my favorite team. This is kind of more of a like simulation with these new rosters that I made about a month ago, um, just to like simulate baseball history for the future. Grissom's gonna play though. He deserves it. De Los Santos is gonna stay in the lineup, and then pitching it's gonna be Brown. Gosh, Brown. If Brown doesn't win the Cy Young, I'm gonna do something. We made such a good decision to pay this guy. He'd be worth 48 million a year if this was hitting the block. Same thing with Javier, absolute beast. I don't know how I'm going to pay this guy, but I can't not. Look at this. 2 of the last 3 years. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. Oh my God. Sandy sucks. Get him out of here. He's just not the same player that he was in 2022. Kyle Freeland's a beast. I want to bring him back. And El Blanco's a beast. Last 2 years, he's been lights out. We even got a hold from El Blanco. Can't forget this guy came 3 times out of the bullpen. And Spencer Arrighetti, another guy he's finally rolled around. He's a beast as well. France still sucks. And I don't know if he's on the team next year. But we'll keep on going. We'll simulate through the rest of the season. We can't stop losing. Cam Smith is here. We're in the wild card picture, I hope, or assuming. So Cam Smith is here. Who goes down? Davison De Los Santos looks good. Tuve is so horrible. You can destroy teams with a franchise. Teams do a franchise with all team is yours, and then get 5 random teams. Hold up. Sorry, I need to read that full comment. Dang, Springer is stone cold. This guy was in like a 900 OPS the first few games of the year. So if you want to do something fun, do you can destroy teams with a franchise with all teams as yours, and then get 5 random teams to trade all their players to random teams so they get really bad with budgets. That sounds really fun, and if I have time, I promise you I'll get around to it. Because that sounds interesting, you know. But to be honest, if 3.3 million gets us George Springer, gets us this, like to be honest, he was gonna retire. He decided to come back because in the 4 games he played with us before he tore his ACL last year, he looked like Barry Bonds. Came back, moved positions for us. All this to be an Astro, and he's starting to look he looked the part for most of the season. Altuve, on the other hand, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. I think I might just cut him because like genuinely he looks dreadful. He's troubled at the plate right now because he's a negative win player. For example, if you spin a wheel and get the Yankees, do Judge to a team that's new for the 50 overall at the bottom. Wow, that's devious, man. So basically, you just like ruin a random team's like next 12 years. Oh my God, I didn't even know Alvarez was. I should have known. Oh my gosh, he's so good. How many games do we have left? 2. We have 2 games left. Check the lineup cards. Yeah, let's run it. We're on a 4-game losing streak. Gotta send somebody down. Shoot, I forgot. Vaughn. Don't want to send him down. He's got 2 home runs. Davison De Los Santos. I did that today, and 3 of the 5 AL West teams was one of the teams. Or 4 out of the 5. Dang, that's actually crazy odds. Okay, who goes out here? Somebody's going to come in. Pedro, right? Pedro plays third. Andujar at first. Talk about awful. Pedro has just had a disaster season. He's going to take a hit in my manual development. I'd love to win these last 3 games. We lose all but one. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-game losing streak there. We had a 8-game losing streak in July. Finished 87-75. We do make the playoffs. The Mariners were great. The Tigers were great. The Orioles win their division. The Diamondbacks the Diamondbacks got way worse. Without Corbin Carroll, they collapsed. The Dodgers, they also got worse, but still thrived. Giants went on a tear at the end of the year. Padres miss out. Rockies were awful. Cubs win their division. Brewers still sneak in despite selling William Contreras. Pirates don't make it. Reds don't make it. That's crazy. They're the only team with 299 overalls. Also, I hate the Yankees so much. I got their team below 70 overall. Cardinals obviously fell apart after the fire sale. Braves were still mid, but they won their division because this division, weirdly, sucks in this universe. The Marlins weren't great. The Nationals were bad, and the Mets actually got better after selling away their best player. In the American League, the wild card is the Guardians and the Athletics. Guardians with a very, very nice second half. And then we barely sneak in over the Yankees, which is great to see. You love to see it. Are you letting Springer walk? Yes. Yes. He's going to walk. He's going to be on the playoff roster. He's going to play the playoff roster because look at his stats against righties. You take away, don't look at anything else. His stats against righties are some of the best on my team. Like, he is a competent baseball man. Speaking of that, we're going to take a look at how everybody did. I always do that before the playoffs start. And then we see all the awards. Starting pitchers. Hunter Brown won the Cy Young. Oh, actually, yeah, let's do awards first. Boom. Most valuable player in the American League is Riley Green. Very much deservingly so. 45 home runs, 120 RBIs, 197 hits, 318 average, 1,009 OPS, 8.7 WAR for Riley Green. He was the home run champion, the Silver Slugger, and the MVP. Gold Glove last year. This guy is such a beast. He's going to be a 99 overall. Then Gunnar Henderson. Again, this guy finishes second. Second year in a row that Gunnar Henderson has gotten just behind in the voting. Horrible defensively this year, my goodness. And then Yordan Alvarez at third. What do you think about Carlos Correa going back to Space City? That was one of the, when he came back, it's the happiest I've felt in months. Like, legitimately was amazing. It's amazing to have him back. Alvarez, I mean, low-key robbed of the MVP. He wasn't terrible defensively out there for the 3rd year in a row, had a 6 WAR. You take these 2 years and you take these 3 years, bump him up to 162 games. He hits 6 WAR easily there as well. This year he did play in all 162. Remember last year he played all but 1 game. In the NL, Shohei Ohtani, what do you know? His 5th MVP in the last 7 years. Again, not a great pitcher. I'm not saying he's bad. He's an okay pitcher. But where this guy really shines is hitting. He is insane. 5 straight years with 40-plus home runs, 100-plus RBIs, batting average high. OPS actually was the lowest it's been since 2022. But who cares? He's still an absolute freak at his position, both of them. He's a shoe-in for the Hall of Fame. 358 home runs and 1,000 strikeouts. Like, what? Yoshinobu Yamamoto, I believe. Yeah, he wins his 2nd Cy Young of the series. He is a beast. He's going to be a 99 overall. Because what am I looking at? Like, this is insane. He's already got 705 career strikeouts. And then James Wood, the best player on a dreadful team. Absolutely garbage team, but my goodness, he popped off. The best hitter in baseball last season, winning the Hank Aaron Award. Cy Young was Hunter Brown, then Grayson Rodriguez. Good for him. And then George Kirby. And then nationally, Justin Steele, the reigning winner, finishes 2nd. He's going to be in the 90s. Corbin Burns is here. Oh my God. If Yoshinobu Yamamoto didn't exist, this guy wins Cy Young. 1.51 ERA. That's good for the pitching title. The second half fall apart for Arizona was not his fault. Batting title in the NL goes to Ivan Herrera, who's hit over 300 for almost 5 straight years. 7.3 WAR. Oh my gosh. That's the best catcher in baseball, possibly even better than Cal Raleigh. Machado had a renaissance. He was bad defensively, but everything else was great. Then James Wood. Have you won any World Series on this? We have not. Victor Caratini, since leaving us, has become Barry Bonds. Since leaving us, this guy just turned into prime Barry Bonds, and I don't know why. He's a 6-win player this year, 4-win player in less than half a year last year. What? He's 33. Jonathan Aranda's here every year for the batting title in the race. He's so good. Reliever of the year, Gregory Santos, 54 saves for Seattle. Hello. This guy's a beast. Tyler Holton almost won his second. 52 saves. And then Anthony Bender, our own, in third place. In the National League, it was Jeff Hoffman. So Hoffman splits, goes from the American to the NL, and then wins a Gold Glove. I was able to trade it aging DeGrom or Judge. Fun. Yeah, look at this season Hoffman had. Career high in ERA, saves, strikeouts, obviously, but not including when he was a starter back in the day with Colorado. Oh my God, what a season from Hoffman. Bednar still kicking it. Jeremiah Estrada with a bounce-back year as well. Rookie of the Year is Bruce Park. And Dallas Rioner. Yeah, I haven't even talked about the whole Micah Parsons demanding a trade. Bruce Park, 26 home runs is cool and all, but this guy's stats are not that good. -1 WAR. Wins the Rookie of the Year over Christian Campbell? How? How did that win the Rookie of the Year over Christian Campbell? That's crazy. And then this Bryant guy. Great reliever. Good for him. Carmen Escalera. Again, I told you guys I love this guy, and he is a beast. 48 doubles. My goodness. 3.2 WAR for Escalera. Who's worse, Jerry Jones or Nico Harrison? Oh my God, that is a great question. Recently, it's been Nico Harrison. Nico Harrison, I think the Luka move was worse than anything Jerry Jones has ever done. Jerry Jones is habitually worse, though, than Nico Harrison. Both are dreadful, though. Phil Manouche, the rookie, absolute beast pitching. And then Yasser Mercedes is the only one that wouldn't have won it in the American League. Hank Aaron's go to Jordan and James Wood. Wood winning his first, Alvarez winning his second. Gold Gloves are Luis Castillo, Freddie Fermin, over Cal Raleigh. Very interesting. Very interesting. Raleigh has won 3 in a row prior to this season. Luke Raley at first base, winning his first. Brendan Rodgers at second base. How about that? Rodgers an All-Star and a Gold Glove this year. After playing dreadfully last year, both offensively and defensively. He was genuinely horrible with the Pirates. Whenever Parsons is a free agent, you probably leave the Cowboys. I would. He's going to leave before. He's demanding a trade right now. Third base, Michael Garcia, Gold Glove. That's his first. He's a defensive wizard, though. Not at all surprised to see him here. Andres Jimenez, again, not at all surprised to see him here. He wins his first as a shortstop. He has 3 as a second baseman, but my God. This guy's one of the worst hitters in baseball. Outfield, it's Colton Cowser getting his first. He dislocated his ankle, but he was great defensively when he played. Julio has his first Gold Glove in a bounce-back year, and then Matt Wallner. Weird. Very weird choice for a Gold Glove, Matt Wallner. I think they should have given it to Ceddanne Rafaela in the final outfield spot. Then in the American League, Clase may never play MLB The Game again. Yeah, he's going to be the new Roberto Osuna. He's going to go from best closer in baseball to gone. All right, Gold Glove catcher Jose Trevino wins his second All-Star Gold Glove 5 years ago in 2022. Then he repeats it this year with Pittsburgh. Congratulations to him. Michael Busch at first base gets some gold. Ketel Marte at second base gets his first gold. Good for him. He was a great all-around player this season. Alec Bohm, another guy whose defense has improved massively. Went from bad at Philadelphia, like dreadful at Philadelphia, like this is genuinely horrible, to better and better, and then breaking out this year with Los Angeles. He was amazing defensively. Dansby Swanson at short wins every year pretty much. Actually, hasn't won it since 2023. He's been beaten out by like Lindor each year. Oh, yeah. Outfielders, Ryan Mountcastle, hello. It was from first base to the outfield, gets some gold. Okay. Dalton Varsho is, self-explanatory. PCA has just not been good this series. He's just been awful. Like, I gave him like a 95 overall. He's genuinely been bad. See Myers here. He was very mid with St. Louis. Sal Frelick wins a Gold Glove. That's his third. Silver Sluggers, Otani, Herrera, Olsen, Marte, Chapman, Ellie, James, Fernando, and Ronald. In the American, it's Judge, Jordan, Riley, Gunnar, Raphael. Zach Geloff at second. Love to see him getting some love because he is so, so good. Vlad, Cal Raleigh, and Rooker. All right, let's go. Look at our individual stats. Brown was insane, winning the Cy Young. 1.9 ERA, striking out a bunch of people, not walking, not giving up a lot of home runs, all-star, all that fun stuff. Bieber, I'll take this. I don't know if it's worth $27 million. I certainly don't know if he's going to be worth $27 million 6 years from now. But I will say he was a very solid player for us this year, and he stayed healthy. It's not 2020 Shane Bieber. Because, my goodness, that's worth infinite money. 122 strikeouts in 77 innings. Hello. But he's still a great player. Like, he's still a good player, and the biggest thing is he stayed healthy, which is exactly what I want to see from him. These past 2 years, he's been great. Now he was great again. Javier was amazing. Got hurt. Missed like 10 starts, but still 2.54 ERA. Very good. Second straight, just great season the past 3 years. Brings up the question of, do we bring him back? Sandy's not coming back. He's just a perennial, 4 ERA guy, very mid. That's what he was with us. I know we didn't give up much. We gave up Christian Walker for him, but it is what it is. Ronel Blanco had a nice year. Every year he's been pretty solid for us, solid enough. He's a guy who's got 2 more years of team control. JP France continues to get in a few spot starts here and there. That's what he's gotten all of his 5 years with Houston. He has a career 5.04 ERA. He's been just awful since year 1. I don't know if this guy's on the team next year. Kyle Freeland, very good. Very, very good. 2.8 ERA. Finally put up a full season of playing great. The past 2 years combined, he had a full season's worth of playing great. But this year he put it all together, played even better. Spencer Getty, 15 games, 8 starts. Small sample, but he was elite. He was great as well. Striking out a lot, walking no one finally, and then not giving up any home runs. It all came together. Wesneski, same thing as France. 3rd year in a row, he just got some spot starts and looked awful. Don't think he's on the team next year. Luis de Avila is a guy I want to call up soon. Misael Tamares, even Gusto has never played. So there's a lot of guys that I'd like to get some time over him. In the bullpen, Gratterall wasn't half bad. I don't know if he was worth the 6.2 million we paid him, but he was a reliever. 36 holds was by far a career high for him. So good for him there. Yeah, he was great in 2023. I have to have dinner. What time is it? 5:21. All right, I'll see you later, man. Thanks for staying. Yeah, 36 holds is genuinely crazy. That's and he does. The thing is, he doesn't strike out anybody. King was horrible. Oh my God, 72 games, still had the 21 holds. That's a career high, but he blew 9 saves. Only got 2 saves. 4-10 record. 5.78 ERA. First ERA of his career over 3. Negative WAR. Like he was horrible. It was a disaster. Was striking out a lot of guys, but was striking out way more than he usually does, but walking and giving up so many home runs. Paul Sewald is here. Like we picked him up halfway through the season, brought him back because he was still in free agency, and he was great. 1.53 ERA for the second year out of the last 3. We know he was an all-star in 2025. Sewald's a good player. Like he's a good reliever. Next year, 37 years old, you gotta think the regression's gonna hit him hard. But maybe he's back. Jose Ferrer, huge downgrade. The change of scenery just wrecked him. In Washington the past 2 years, he was great, especially last year, 40 saves. This year, nope, awful. Just got hit around way too much. Didn't strike out anybody, walked a ton. His limiting the home run is his big thing. He didn't do that. Just got shelled. Finnegan didn't look good. Another guy we brought him back after a year away in Detroit. He was not great. 30 games, 0 WAR. Carl Edwards Jr., 44 games. Every single dynasty here on this channel, you got to have Carl Edwards Jr. And this was the year. This was our year with Carl. He's 35, won't be back next year. Or pitched in 4 1/3. He always plays better than his rating. In other dynasties, he always is just horrible. But in this one, he's played well for every year. Even though this year he only pitched 4 1/3 innings. Likely isn't on the team next year at age 35, though. Josh Hader was great. Again, got hurt for a little while, but still saved 39 games. All-star appearance. WAR very high. Struck out more than he did the last 2 years. Good for him. And then Bender. We looked at him. He was great. And he's going to cost a pretty penny to bring back if we choose to. Next year's our last year with Hader, so it'd be kind of a bridge thing. Not sure what to do there. Moving on to the batters. Yainer was god-awful. 569 OPS. This guy was horrible. Year 1, he played 159 games. That's kind of sweet. Oh my god, this guy's bad. Like, I don't want him. I don't want him next year. I'm going to hit him hard with my manual development. Langoliers, on the other hand, wasn't too bad. Certainly there's holes in his game, but he bounced back. He completed the bounce back from that just catastrophe year 1 he had. Good for him. Davison De Los Santos, 2 games. Not going to talk too much about that. Dustin Cruz, 3 games. Not going to talk too much about that. Springer played in 112, only against righties. 16 homers, 236 average, 727 OPS. He had that magical moment on opening day where he hit the pinch hit home run that got things going. Then Altuve had the 2 home runs after that. Got to that milestone of 300 home runs with Houston, but you got to think it's over for Springer. This playoff is going to be his last shot. The first base thing was fun and all, but it's got to be over for him. I just want to win him another World Series. I just don't know if this is the team. Last year was the team, not this year. Casey Schmidt, 22 games. He was Casey Schmidt, did his thing. Altuve was pretty awful. Easily the worst year of his career. 228 average. He just looked bad. Got to 2,600 hits. But like I said, it's going to be so hard for him to get to 3,000. Negative WAR player. He can't play defense. He's strictly a DH. He's 5'6", and he is 36 years old. Don't know what to do with him. And I owe him money for next year and the year after that. That's disgusting. Isaac Paredes, we talked about him. Had a career year, but he's out for a long time. Miguel Andujar played in 82 games, got hurt a few times. 555 OPS. He was so awful. $6 million for next year. I don't want to bring him back. I don't want him. Jeremy Pena, 147 games, contract year for him, and I mean he had a great year. 775 OPS, fit the build. Good year for Pena. 4.7 WAR, played great defense. Super happy for him wherever he goes. Not going to bring him back. Nazim Nunez kind of broke out finally. I mean, he could step up and be that starting shortstop next year. Obviously, his tenure in Washington went very poorly. And I mean god awful. Like doo-doo, like not even. But last year, 774 OPS out of nowhere. First time of his career he's had a positive WAR. 56 games was primarily like a defensive substitution, but he's still solid. Vaughn Grissom, 7 games, hit 2 home runs. I mean, I don't know what to think of Vaughn Grissom. I don't know if he's on the team next year. I don't know if he's on the opening day roster or just not even on the team at all. I don't know. But yeah, he's never played more than 41 games in a season, and this is going into year 7. Jordan, we looked at, he was the same insane player he always is. Taylor Trammell, he was a beast again. Not as beastful as the 966 OPS he put up last year, but in 111 games, very similar to George Springer. He only plays against righties, has that 94 power against him, 769 OPS, 2.2 WAR because he's good defensively. I'll take that from Trammell. He's going to be a starter again next year. Tyler Soderstrom did not play for us. I don't know if he ever will. He's still only 25. Like, yeah, it's weird. Lars was great. We had him. He came over, played in 87 games over the season, and he was very good. On pace for another 4 WAR year. Had his best year defensively, best year offensively. He's going to get paid. We're going to try and win him a World Series. Esteury Ruiz, good base runner. That's about it. 666 OPS is kind of where it hovered all year long. Pache didn't play much, but when he did play, he was not good. I don't know if he's on the team next year. Still young at 28, but he just never panned out. Cam Smith, beast. 30 home runs for the first time in his career. Reigning batting title guy, got even better. Oh my goodness. I like him more in the outfield than I do at third base. So I'm going to try to make him a mainstay in right, not at third. But still, absolute dog. Didn't take home the hardware that he had last year, All-Star, Silver Slugger, batting title, because he got hurt for those 30 games. But I think his counting stats, 30 home runs, never had that before, and then he had a career high in OPS. So Ben Pedro, 81 games. He was horrible. He sucked. First 2 seasons, he looked great. Last year, in exactly half the year, he sucked. 580 OPS, played elite defensively, which was weird because year 1 he hit so well, but he was awful in the field. Since then, he hasn't committed an error, and we played him like every position. Weird guy. Don't know what his role in the team is going to be like moving forward, but again, very weird fellow. Pitching-wise, I want Ferrer on the playoff roster, not Ort. Yeah, Pedro's going to be on the playoff roster. Casey Schmidt is not. So Springer plays, and then Trammell plays. Same issue where Pedro can't play short. Nazim Nunez, is he the guy? Yeah, I think Nazim Nunez is genuinely going to play second base for us. Lineup will be something like this. It'll be Newt, Smith, Springer, Alvarez, Pena, Trammell, Altuve, Diaz, and Nunez. This against lefties, we want Ruiz playing. We want Pedro playing. Do Ruiz in right. Actually, do him in right. Lineup is Smith, or no, lineup is Pena, Smith. Or no, lineup is Ruiz, Pena, Smith, Alvarez, Altuve, Nootbaar, Diaz, Andujar, Pedro. Rotation is Brown, Javier, Alcantara, Freeland, Blanco, and then bullpen. Bullpen looks like this. Okay, we win. And we win. We sweep them. We're going on to the division series against the Tigers. We win. We lose. We lose. Elimination game. I'll play it. Hunter Brown is going to start. This is the lineup. We're against the Tigers. In the ALDS, facing elimination with the Cy Young pitching. We're going to go to the 6th inning. Brown is getting rocked right now. We are down 5-2. Yeah, there's no chance. Still down by 4. Yeah, we kept it close, but we are going to be eliminated from the playoffs, so that's going to end Season 3 in the division round. Hunter Brown, our Cy Young winning pitcher, got rocked for 5 runs in 4 innings, 3 strikeouts, 7 hits, and 1 walk. So we get eliminated. We'll simulate to the off season. And that's where I think I'm going to end things for this episode, guys. Actually, we'll view retired players. Springer is not retiring. I repeat, he's not retiring. What if he comes back? Oh my goodness. Aaron Rodzik retires. Nick Swiney retires. Okay. Christian Betancourt calls it quits. Juan Corella due to injury. Interesting. Jacob Stallings' career is over. Ended with a very good 26 at-bats with Arizona last year. That was his last showing in the majors. Andrew Heaney's career is over at age 36. Michael Wacha, also at age 36. He had a very nice 24 innings to end his career. Final 4 seasons in Kansas City. Aroldis Chapman's career is over. He ended his career with us, actually, last year. And he was in our system at one point this year, but at age 40, it's over for him. Yasmani Grandal hadn't played since 2025. He retires at 39. Chad Green calls it quits after back-to-back very nice seasons. Age 36, though, he thought it was time. Jacob deGrom, career over. Not to 2,000 strikeouts yet, but I still think this guy was one of the greatest pitchers, one of the greatest primes ever, even though he just wasn't very good 2025 on. Great player. In his prime, Kirby Yates. Oh my God, he was horrible. 82 games, 6.81 ERA. That's genuinely awful. He got down to a 55 overall. Yeah, age 40, it's over for him. Jonathan Stay. What am I looking at here? Omar Narvaez, Salvador Perez. Salvi doesn't retire a Royal. That feels wrong. Ends it as a Pirate. That's his final season. Sonny Gray's career is over. 2,000 strikeouts, 130 wins. Hall of Very Good. 4 All-Star teams as well, including last year at age 37. Zach Wheeler retires a Cardinal with his buddy Sonny Gray. He was not good any of the 3 years of the save, age 37. Didn't get to 2,000 strikeouts, was 97 short for Zach Wheeler. But again, he had a great prime. Steven Matz retires. Another guy of that similar era. Had a good 2026, bad 2027. Eduardo Rodriguez calls it quits due to injury at just 34 years old. He was still an 80 overall, but yeah, he had not played. He'd never been good with the D-backs. Makes sense. And then other guys here of interest, John Birdie. Year 1, he was a player. Matt Boyd. It's over for Matt Boyd after a rough 2026. Didn't find a team this year. Chris Bryant hasn't played since 2024. His career's finally over. Mark Canha, career over. Hadn't played since 2025. Carlos Correa's brother retires. Interesting. Liam Hendriks retires. A Red Sox. Some more guys here. Merrill Kelly retires as an Astro. That was his final career year at age 38. Good for him, man. Craig Kimbrell. Hadn't played since 2024, but it's finally over for him. I think he's a Hall of Famer. 440 saves. Reliever of the Year, or 3 Reliever of the Year awards. Rookie of the Year. 9-time All-Star. That's tough to match, man. DJ LeMahieu's career is over. Didn't get to 2,000 hits. Thought he was better than that, really. But he's still a Hall of Very Good. 2 Silver Sluggers, 2 batting titles, 3 All-Star games, 5 Gold Gloves, including most recently in 2025. Hall of Very Good. Starling Marte hadn't played since 2025, but he was very good that year. 800 OPS, 2 Gold Gloves, 2 All-Star appearances for him. JD Martinez ended his career as an Athletic last year, 39 years old. Had a Hank Aaron Award, 2 Silver Sluggers, 6 All-Star appearances. What was his career home run count? 346. Again, another Hall of Very Good player. Anybody else notable? Carlos Santana. Again, like I said, this guy's going to retire in Astro, and he did. 40 years old last year with us, was dreadful. And yeah, obviously didn't find a team for this year. Ends his career with 1,800 hits, 335 homers, an All-Star appearance, a Gold Glove, and a Silver Slugger to his name. I'd say he's a Hall of Very Good. Hunter Strickland, hadn't pitched in a while. Jameson Taillon, career over. Wow. Michael A. Chris Taylor as well. Retires a Dodger, of course, because why wouldn't he? All right. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with more.